Briggs, here's what's happening in your community. 10 works of art created by Burnsville High School students were selected for the annual Lake Conference High School Visual Arts exhibition in March. In addition, 4 of the students received achievement awards for their work and another won the Award for Merit. The annual art show provides sharing and learning opportunities in the visual arts for talented students who attend high schools in the Lake Conference area. Burnsville High School art teachers are Pat Wolf and Tim Hams.
Discover a career with endless opportunities. Become a top industry professional in only 12 months, preparing you for the top salons. Change your life. Students and educators committed to excellence in cosmetology arts. The Salon Professional Academy.
Tonight, breezy, rain and snow in the evening, lows 30 to 35. Tomorrow, rain in the morning and possibly the afternoon, highs around 40. The following video is the final of 2 segments from the Minnesota Valley Transit Authority Board meeting March 25th, in which several issues were discussed. Let's take a look. The other issue discussed at length during the MVTA Board meeting March 25th was the issue of changing the original MVTA Joint Powers Agreement and looking closer at the bylaws to see if an at-large member on the board should continue to exist. The bylaws stipulate a unanimous decision on any changes with the Joint Powers Agreement. Apple Valley Mayor Mary Hammond Rowland's letter to MVTA states the city's stance on not making any changes to the agreement, which in essence makes the issue a moot point. However, other MVTA board members agreed to have a subcommittee look at the MVTA's Joint Powers Agreement and bylaws later this year and possibly discuss that with the entire board at a work session.
I think we need to resolve that issue. So I find it interesting. A couple cities will interpret it one way. Our attorney interprets it another way. And we need to resolve the couple items that certain groups are having questions on. And especially, like I said, we have tremendous growth. Plus, this is a good time, although the economy is slowing down significantly, that we take a look at what is the best structure based on the 2030 plans that we're all working on. And here we are close to 2010, and we need to work together. So I realize it takes time, but the county's involvement's increasing too, and how do we all work together south of the river?
I just hope in this process of reviewing the bylaws and the JPA that we reach a consensus. We've had a long history in MVTA of getting along well, very collegial, and I hope we can get back to that. We've hit some bumps in the road, and I think it's mostly relational and not so much issue-based, and I think we can review this and get past this and reach consensus.
Commissioner Branning gives some historical perspective on the matter.
Well, my thoughts go back to the early, actually the late 1980s and the early 1990s when the administrator for the city of Apple Valley, I was mayor, and we were putting together the JPA for opt-out legislation. Actually, the opt-out legislation was done by the young representative from Apple Valley, and she sponsored that as I was a mayor and a council member early on to get transit out into the Apple Valley and let us rule and or govern and operate our own transit. And recognizing then that the city of Apple Valley could not sustain, could not afford its own transit service. So we put together, with myself and the administrator went through all of the communities around Apple Valley and said, join this organization and we'll put together an opt-out. I was part of the recruitment that we hired Beverly Miller, and we put that together. So I have that background to say that the governance, and yes, we probably made some concessions that we probably wouldn't do today, but the concessions we made in the JPA were changed in the bylaws. Unfortunately, the way it was written is it still requires unanimous vote. Well, that's rather difficult to operate today, that everybody has to think exactly right and all vote the same way. And so that's difficult, but that's not going to change.
For Sun Current Sun Newspapers, I'm Stephanie Briggs. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.